Welcome back, everybody. We got a special guest with us, former co-host of Joe Talk Sports, Harry Baxter. Good to have you back, Harry.
What's going on?
It's going, man. We got to get Harry back because we're in the heat of it now. Football season is a couple weeks away. We're 2 preseason games down. A week ago, we kind of thought we had the QB situation figured out. Mitch Trubisky starts in week 1. We had a battle for the backup. But I got to tell you, Harry, after the second preseason game against Jacksonville, I don't know if it's that clear. Trubisky came out. He played the first quarter. He struggled. The line wasn't good. He didn't have a lot of help. The line was horrible. They look worse than last year, so that's not a good sign. But he struggled. Kenny Pickett came in with the same line, and he looked really good. Like, he looked like the quarterback that had the most control of that team in the game. Now, the plan was originally for him to finish out the second or the first half. His time got cut short and Mason Rudolph got put in. And a lot of people are saying that's because they liked what they saw of Kenny Pickett so much that they wanted to showcase Mason Rudolph for potential trade suitors. So I don't know what your thoughts are. Mason Rudolph has looked solid too in the preseason so far. He's been really good in camp. But I think Kenny Pickett has the upside, and I think Mitch Trubisky is the veteran with the big contract. So Mason Rudolph might be the odd guy out by default.
Well, if I remember right, you were expecting a good year from Trubisky.
I was, and I still believe in Mitchburg. But in preseason game 2, Kenny Pickett was the best quarterback.
Yeah. My feeling on the whole situation is, I think you're seeing Trubisky. He's having the same issues that he's going to have before. Let's be real. I mean, the 2 teams that we played, you can't take a lot of stock in preseason, but those are probably 2 of the worst teams in the NFL, the Jags and the Seahawks.
Definitely.
I think, in my opinion, I think they're testing out Trubisky. You may see him start. I think, with Rudolph, kind of where your ceiling is going to be. I think Rudolph is going to be the guy if Pickett gets hurt, or you're seeing that Pickett's not up to speed with the game as the season goes on. You're going to have Rudolph. He's a good backup. That's where I'm be. You may start him and Trubisky really struggles and you don't feel Pickett's ready. But I think you're seeing good improvements from Pickett. I think he's going to be a starter by the end of the season.
Yeah, you said that.
He definitely has the highest upside.
Well, a lot of people,
I think that's shown through the first couple games.
A lot of people have said, if you have a complete clean slate, if there's no bias, if you just go by what you saw in training camp and preseason, Mason Rudolph will be the starter week 1. He's been that good.
He may be.
In the first preseason game, personally, I saw the same issues we've had with Mason Rudolph. He's got the skill, but under pressure, he gets nervous. He makes bad decisions. He forces balls into triple coverage, and that's where he gets in trouble. And I saw it again, so I don't see the improvement with him.
Yeah, I don't really think – I think the week 1 starters between Trubisky and Rudolph, I don't think you're going to see Pickett start. No matter what, if he kills it these last couple preseason, I still don't think you're going to see him start.
I don't either. I think Trubisky's the guy week 1 no matter what happens.
They spent money on Trubisky. You want to see what you have with Rudolph. Yeah. Pickett's kind of a desperation move, but you're going to see him because this team is going to struggle.
There you have it. Harry thinks it's, I still believe in Mitchburg. I think he's got a lot of potential. A lot of it's up to the line. Yeah. They got to be better. Kendrick Green has been moved away from center, and he still looks just as bad as last. I mean, he's a turnstile. That's an issue.
Yeah, and that doesn't help either. That's another reason why you may not see Pickett as soon, if ever, because the line. You don't want to put a rookie QB with a terrible line. Yeah, I mean, you've seen that with a lot of these bad teams like the Jets and the Browns that have a new QB every couple years. Mm-hmm. What's the story with the team is terrible lines, not a lot of help, and when you have a guy trying to grow, that's not the way. Even though you have a good defense, he's going to need help. And we got some decent receivers, but the most important part of the passing game is having a good line. Because if you have no time, it doesn't matter how good your receivers are, how good of a QB you have.
You're dead on. And, I still think Mitch is the guy, but I will say I've been proven wrong already. I didn't think Kenny Pickett was a first-round pick. I thought he was Mason Rudolph part 2, and he still could be. But so far, from what I've seen, he's poised. He looks like a veteran. He's got the skill. So he could be the guy going forward. So whether he finishes the season or comes in next year, I think he might be the guy.
And the jury's still out. I mean, we'll see in the first year or two if he lives up to being a first-round pick.
Yeah.
If it was a reach, or maybe he ends up being like Rudolph, maybe he's a solid star. We'll see. I mean, the jury's still out. You can't tell anything from 2 preseason games.
Yep.
It's promising that he's playing all right so far.
It is. So far, so good. So the Steelers either have 3 solid quarterbacks or they have 3 backups, depending on how you look at it.
I think they have 3 backups with 1 potential starter.
Okay. Well, there you have it. That's what Harry thinks. I'm still Mitch Berg until I'm proven wrong. But that's what we think. Let us know what you guys think in the comments moving forward. Hopefully you got a little more positive thought than Harry going into this season. But we'll see what's coming up. 2 weeks, I think. 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks, I think, is the game time. Yeah.
3.
3 weeks.
Yeah, because next week college starts and NFL's the week after.
Yep, 3 weeks. We'll see. Let's go Steelers. We'll see you next time. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, and tell Harry to come back more and more and more and more.